Welcome back to my channel. We are doing Skillet Rosemary Lemon Chicken today. It's very simple. The ingredients: you will need chicken broth or wine. I used a Chardonnay, olive oil, fresh lemons, sea salt or regular salt, pepper, oregano, lemon pepper, fresh rosemary, fresh garlic, and your chicken. Starting off by just opening the wine, letting it breathe a little bit. Honestly, I don't know if I noticed a difference if you let it breathe or not, but I guess it's a good idea to. And I'm using my Houdini opener. This is probably the best wine opener I've ever bought. Actually, we got it for wedding gifts, but I'll link it below in case you're interested. It's so easy. If you're a fan of Chardonnays, definitely consider this wine. It is so good, I promise you. Starting off to add just the dry ingredients first, so I just poured in some lemon pepper, and here is your oregano. If you have fresh oregano, I'm sure that'll work too. I just have dry at the moment. Then I add my cracked pepper, and then I finish off with salt. I just take my fork and mix it well to make sure everything's blended all together. Next, I take my fresh garlic. I'm using 2 garlic cloves here. You want to take off the outside peeling, obviously, and then you just want to dice up really fine because this is also going to go into the mixture of seasonings we just combined it. Here I'm going to use 1 sprig of rosemary. This came from our garden, and I'm just going to take off all the needles because I will be adding this to our bowl that has all the other seasonings. I'm going to use the juice from 1/2 of the lemon. You can use more if you'd like, but these were really large lemons, so I just needed to use half of one and save the rest because we are going to slice it up, and this is what we will be using as we cook it in the oven just a little bit later. After this step, you're going to add your olive oil. I just use a couple tablespoons, and then you just want to mix it up real well, and that is everything the marinade consists of. And lemon and rosemary are wonderful together. It smells great and it tastes even better. The next step, I'm going to lay out all the chicken, and I'm just going to spoon on some of the marinade on each piece like this. And then I let it sit for about 10 minutes before I cooked it on the stovetop, just so it can kind of soak in and, you know, take advantage of all the flavors. We don't want to leave any of it out. And I did add some more cracked pepper on top after I spoon all the marinade on. Next, I grabbed my cast iron skillet, and if you watch my videos, you know I love my cast iron skillet. And so I put it just right below high heat, and then I'm going to add my olive oil. And yes, I did pour a glass of wine. This wine is delicious, it's smooth, and it went perfect with the chicken recipe. My pan's hot now, so you're going to add your chicken skin side down. Let it sit for about 5 to 7 minutes. Just check it periodically to make sure it is golden brown. Then you'll flip it and cook it for another 5 minutes. Also cover it because this will help trap the heat. The other half of the lemon we did not use earlier, I'm going to slice because I will be adding this to the pan when we move it to the oven. And then the other lemon I have, I am going to zest because the zest from the lemon, I will use this on the chicken right before we serve it. It's been 5 minutes, so I'm going to check the chicken, and it looks like it needs to go another few minutes, so I will recover and check back in about 2 minutes. Now the chicken is looking more like what I want it to look like. I can't get enough pepper, so I am going to add just a little bit more cracked pepper on top. And then I will also add some of the white wine. If you do not want to add the white wine, that is why I showed the chicken broth at the beginning. I would recommend the chicken broth, chicken stock, over water. It just will add a lot more flavor. The other 2 sprigs of rosemary that we pulled from the garden, I'm going to add them now. And I'm also going to add some lemon slices on top. And once you bake this in the oven, it will be so delicious. All the flavors will come out perfectly. They're going to cook nice together, really combined, and you will get a full flavor effect. So I put it in the oven. We have already preheated it, and you're going to cook it for about 20 to 23 minutes. Just make sure to check the internal temperature before you do eat it. You want to make sure it's fully cooked. That sizzle is the exact sound that you want to hear. This is the final result. I promise you it tasted wonderful. I hope you do decide to make it. Let me know if you do. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.